welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're going to be looking at Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks.
Oh, yeah.
And we're exploring the teachings of Abraham.
Okay.
Now, before we really get into it, I got to say this book has a pretty wild backstory. We're talking about Esther channeling wisdom from a group of non-physical entities.
Really?
Yeah. Sounds kind of like a sci-fi movie, right?
Yeah, it does. But it's got endorsements from some pretty impressive people like Wayne Dyer, Neil Donald Walsh.
Oh, wow.
Even Jack Canfield from the Chicken Soup for the Soul series.
Yeah, so there's got to be something to it, right?
Yeah, for sure. What's the main idea?
Well, one of the most well-known things in the book is the law of attraction.
Okay.
That idea that, attracts,
Right.
But it goes beyond just, physical things.
Uh-huh.
It's about vibrational energy, too. So the energy of your thoughts and feelings and beliefs.
So it's not just like, if I wear a yellow shirt, I'm going to attract a yellow car.
No.
It's more than that.
It's like a universal magnet, almost.
Oh.
The energy that you're putting out there is the kind of energy you're going to attract back into your life.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess it's like, what you give is what you get.
Yeah, exactly. But on a deeper level.
Energetic level.
Yes, an energetic level.
But that's also kind of scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
It can be, because if I'm always thinking negative thoughts,
Yeah.
am I just attracting more negativity?
Exactly,
Oh.
yeah. If you're constantly focusing on what you don't want or what you're lacking,
Right.
you're basically sending out a signal to the universe being like, send me more of this.
Oh, no. Yeah, so...
I mean, that means we can change it too, right?
Well, that's the good news.
Okay.
You have the power to shift that, so you can consciously choose to have a different vibration.
I mean, it's not just positive thinking, though, is it?
Well, no, it's not just about, slapping on a happy face.
Yeah.
It's actually shifting your energy.
Okay, so how do we do that?
So, thoughts and feelings actually create energy.
Right, yeah,
Right?
I can see that. Think about a time when you were really excited about something.
Okay, yeah.
Remember that buzz, that feeling of possibility?
Yeah.
That's high vibe energy.
I like that high vibe energy.
So the more you can cultivate that,
Yeah.
the more you'll attract experiences that match it.
I got it.
Okay, so I think that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
So how does this whole Abraham thing come into play?
Well, their teachings are really all about helping us understand this connection
Okay.
to source energy,
Source energy.
which is this infinite power that flows through every single thing in the universe.
Wow. Okay, so it's like we're all plugged into this massive energy grid.
Yeah, I like that analogy. In a way, yeah.
Wow.
And what's amazing is you're not just receiving this energy,
Okay.
you're an extension of it.
Oh, wow.
So you have that same creative power within you.
Oh, that's so cool. So it's not like there's a separate God out there somewhere,
Right.
and we're all these little tiny specks asking for favors.
Not at all. It's all within you.
Wow. So with this power within us,
Yeah.
how do we tap into that?
That's where the emotional guidance system comes in.
Okay, what is that?
It's kind of like your emotions are your internal compass.
Yeah.
They're always giving you feedback about your vibrational alignment.
Okay, so it's like a built-in GPS for my energy.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So in a practical sense, how does that work?
Well, think of it this way. Positive emotions like joy, love, gratitude,
Okay.
those are like green lights.
Okay.
They're telling you you're aligned with source energy and your desires.
Yeah.
And negative emotions like fear, doubt, anger,
Yeah.
those are your red lights.
Okay, so stop.
Yeah. Stop and think. It means that you're resisting the flow. You're out of alignment.
Interesting. Okay. So it's not about being happy all the time.
No.
It's about paying attention to your emotions, right?
Exactly. And seeing what they're telling you.
Okay.
And if you see that red light,
Yeah.
then you can take a step back and see
Right.
what's going on.
Okay, so what about when I'm feeling those red light emotions?
Right.
How do I change them?
So ask, and it is given, has this 3-step process for manifestation.
Okay.
So first you ask, you have a desire,
Okay.
then the universe answers.
Okay.
It always does, even if you don't see it yet.
Okay.
And then, this is the tricky part, you allow it in.
Okay.
That's where aligning your vibration with your desire comes in.
So that's where a lot of people get stuck.
Yes, exactly.
You can want something so bad,
Well,
but
yeah.
if your vibration is doubt or fear,
You're actually pushing it away.
you're pushing it away.
Exactly.
It's like ordering a pizza
Yeah.
and then refusing to open the door when the delivery guy arrives.
You gotta be open to receiving it.
You got to be ready. Okay, now that we've kind of got the basics,
Yeah.
let's get into some practical stuff.
Okay.
So how do we actually shift our vibration
Uh-huh.
and start making the good stuff happen.
Okay, well, one of the simplest but most powerful processes
Okay.
is the rampage of appreciation.
A rampage of appreciation?
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
It is. It's exactly what it sounds like.
Okay.
You go on a mental rampage,
Ah.
but instead of focusing on what's wrong or missing, you intentionally focus on everything you appreciate.
So instead of dwelling on what's wrong or what I'm lacking,
Yeah.
I'm actively searching for things to be grateful for.
Yes.
So, like, even if I'm having a super crazy Monday morning,
Right.
I spill coffee on my shirt, I'm running late,
Yeah.
I can still find things to appreciate.
Exactly. Appreciate the sunshine,
Yep.
the fact that you have a car to drive,
Right.
a cup of coffee,
Right.
anything that makes you feel good.
Okay, so it's like a mental reset button.
Yeah, exactly.
You shift your focus to appreciation.
Then that shifts your energy.
And you're not thinking about the negative things.
Exactly. You're crowding them out.
But sometimes
Yeah.
it feels impossible to find anything to appreciate.
Right.
What do you do then?
Just start small. Appreciate having a roof over your head,
Yeah.
that you're breathing. It's powerful stuff.
Yeah, we really take those basic things for granted.
We do.
Okay, so I like that perspective.
Good.
So tell me about this magical creation box thing.
Okay. So it's a visualization technique.
Okay.
Imagine you have a box, whatever kind you want.
Okay.
Maybe it's a wooden chest
Uh-huh.
or an ornate treasure box.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, whatever you want.
My own little sanctuary.
Exactly. It's all about feeling good. Now, whenever you have a desire,
Okay.
instead of dwelling on how you don't have it,
Right.
write it down on a piece of paper and put it in your creation box.
Okay, so it's like I'm handing it over to the universe.
Exactly.
It's kind of like a grown-up letter to Santa Claus.
Haha, yeah. But the key is to let go of any attachment to the how or when
Right.
you made the request. It's in the box.
Okay.
Now you trust that the universe is working behind the scenes to make it happen.
That's a really important point.
Yeah.
Because I think so many of us get stuck on the how
Yeah.
and we try to control everything.
Instead of just surrendering,
Yeah, exactly.
letting go.
Okay, so tell me about this virtual reality exercise.
So this one taps into your imagination.
Okay.
So you create a really detailed scene of yourself experiencing what you desire. Like it's happening right now.
So, like, trick your mind into thinking you already have it.
Yes. It's all about generating those feelings and emotions.
Like a mental dress rehearsal for your dream life.
I like that. Exactly.
That sounds like something I could actually do.
Yeah.
It's like a vision board, but with all your senses.
Exactly. And the more you do it, the stronger the signal you're sending out.
Wow. Okay, so we've talked about a lot: the law of attraction, vibrational energy, the emotional guidance system.
Yeah.
We even got into some really cool techniques like the rampage of appreciation, the magical creation box, and even these virtual reality exercises.
Really powerful stuff.
But there's so much more to this book than just techniques.
Yes, absolutely.
There's like these really profound concepts too.
Yeah, like what?
Well, there's this one quote: "The basis of your life is absolute freedom."
That's a good one. What do you think that means?
Well, I think it's about so much more than just having choices.
Right.
It's about knowing that you are this eternal being,
Okay.
an extension of source energy
Right.
with infinite potential.
Yeah, so it's not just about being free to do things.
Right.
It's about freedom from limiting beliefs.
Exactly. It's realizing that you're not bound by your circumstances.
Right.
You have the power to choose a different reality.
That's powerful stuff.
It is.
But people are going to push back on that.
Of course.
What about when bad things happen?
Yes.
It doesn't feel very free when you're dealing with a health crisis or something.
Well, that's a great point. And here's what Abraham says about that. Unwanted things cannot jump into your experience uninvited.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're responsible for everything that happens.
Well, it's not about blame.
Right.
It's about understanding that we are creating our reality through the thoughts and feelings we choose to focus on.
So even when things feel totally out of control,
Yeah.
there's still personal responsibility.
Exactly. It's a tough pill to swallow.
It is.
But it's also incredibly empowering
How so?
because it means that no matter what you're going through,
Right.
you can change your experience
By changing your vibration.
by changing your vibration.
I see.
So even if something really challenging is happening,
Yeah.
you can still focus on thoughts and feelings that will help you move through it in a better way,
Oh.
like with more grace and ease.
I got it.
Okay, so that could really change things.
It could.
It's like taking back your power,
Right.
even when everything's crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, there's one more quote that I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
It's, "You are always moving toward that which you desire."
Ooh. I like that one.
I do too,
Why?
because it means that even when you're feeling lost
Right.
or stuck,
Yep.
the universe is still working to guide you
Okay.
towards your dreams.
I see.
Yeah. And it really emphasizes how important trust is,
Okay.
and allowing
Yeah.
the more you can relax and know that the universe has your back,
Yeah.
the easier it will be to align with your desires
That makes sense.
and allow them to just flow into your experience.
Okay. So it's like that saying, let go and let God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But instead of God, it's the universe,
Right.
this infinite force that's always helping you.
It's working for you.
It's working for you.
Okay, cool.
So ask and it is given gives us a way to tap into that force
Yeah.
and become a conscious participant in creating our reality.
I like that.
And that leads us to our final thought
Oh, okay.
for today's deep dive into ask and it is given.
Okay, I'm ready. So she's meditating
Yeah.
and she starts feeling this warmth
Okay.
all through her body.
Mm-hmm.
And then she starts feeling like she's spinning.
Whoa, spinning.
Yeah, but her body isn't moving.
That's wild. I'd think
Yeah.
I was losing it.
Right. At first she thought it was just part of the meditation.
Yeah.
But as she kept practicing,
Okay.
it got stronger.
So it sounds like these meditation sessions were what opened up that connection.
Exactly. It started with little impressions,
Okay.
like whispers in her mind,
Yeah.
and then it got stronger.
Wow. So imagine you're just a regular person living your life,
Right.
and suddenly you start getting these messages
Yeah.
from these non-physical entities. I freak out.
I know. So how did her husband Jerry react to all this?
Well, actually, Jerry was the one who encouraged Esther to write down these messages.
Really?
Yeah, he was a businessman.
Okay.
So he was really drawn to this practical side of it.
So he was like the original Abraham enthusiast.
Yes, exactly. So how did they go from recording these messages to actually writing the book, Ask and It Is Given?
So Jerry would transcribe everything from Esther's sessions.
Yep.
And they started seeing all these recurring themes. So they decided to put it all into a book.
Wow. So it's basically years of this channeled wisdom from
Yeah.
Abraham.
Yeah. And it all started because Esther tried something new.
Right. She was open.
Yeah.
It really shows how powerful saying yes can be,
Totally.
even if it seems kind of out there at first.
Yeah. And it just highlights the main message of the book.
Which is...
We all have this well of wisdom inside of us.
Oh, wow.
And it's just waiting to be tapped into.
Okay. I'm getting chills. But, I think a lot of people are drawn to this book for the practical side of things.
Oh, yeah.
The tools, the techniques,
Okay.
the stuff that you can actually use in your daily life.
Right. Ask and it is given is full of these things.
Okay, so what are some things people can start doing today to see these changes in their lives?
So one of the simplest but also most powerful is the rampage of appreciation.
Okay, we talked about that earlier.
Right. It's all about intentionally focusing on everything you appreciate.
Okay, so instead of thinking about all the stuff that's going wrong, you're actively trying to find things to be grateful for.
Yeah, exactly.
Even on those crazy Monday mornings when everything's a mess.
Yes. You can appreciate the sunshine or your coffee.
Yeah.
Or that you're even alive.
Okay, so it's like a reset button for your
Yeah.
mind.
Uh.
You shift your focus to appreciation,
And you feel better.
and you don't think about those negative thoughts.
Yeah, you're crowding them out.
But sometimes it feels impossible to find anything to appreciate.
I get it.
So what do you do when that happens?
Start small.
Okay.
Appreciate having a roof over your head. Appreciate that you can breathe.
Wow.
It's powerful stuff.
Okay, I love that perspective.
Yeah,
We really do take those basic things for granted.
we do.
So tell me about this magical creation box technique.
Okay, so it's a visualization technique.
Okay.
You imagine this box, whatever kind you want. Maybe it's a simple wooden chest or a fancy treasure box.
Okay.
It's your own little world. So you have a desire.
Yeah.
Instead of dwelling on it, you write it down on a
Right.
piece of paper
Okay.
and put it in your box.
So I'm handing it over to the universe.
Yeah, and letting go of the how and when,
Right.
you trust that the universe will bring it to you.
It's like a grown-up letter to Santa.
Kind of. But the key here is the trust.
Okay, I get it.
You let go.
We get so caught up in trying to control everything.
We do. But sometimes you gotta surrender.
So tell me about this virtual reality technique.
It uses your imagination.
Okay.
You create a detailed scene of
Right.
you experiencing what you desire
Okay.
as if it's happening right now.
So you're tricking your mind into thinking you already have it.
Yeah. It's about generating the feelings.
So it's like a dress rehearsal for your dream life.
I like that, yeah.
It's like a vision board, but with all your senses.
And the more you practice it,
Yeah.
the stronger the signal you send to the universe.
That's amazing. Okay, so we've covered a lot.
Rehab.
We talked about the law of attraction, the vibrational energy, the emotional guidance system. We even did some techniques like the rampage of appreciation, the magical creation box, and that virtual reality stuff.
It's powerful stuff.
But there's so much more to this book than just techniques.
Right.
It also has some deep philosophical concepts.
Oh, yeah, like what?
Well, there's this quote, "The basis of your life is absolute freedom."
What do you think that means?
Well, it's more than just choices.
Oh.
It's about recognizing that you are an eternal being, an extension of source energy
Okay.
with infinite potential.
So it's not just freedom to do things, it's freedom from limiting beliefs.
Exactly. You're not bound by your circumstances anymore.
Wow, that's powerful.
It is. But people will say, but what about when bad things happen?
Yeah, like that doesn't feel very free.
Exactly. And here's what Abraham says about that. Unwanted things cannot jump into your experience uninvited.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a bold statement.
It is. So we're responsible for everything that happens to us.
Well, it's not about blame. It's about understanding that we are creating our reality through our thoughts and feelings.
So even when things are out of control,
Yeah,
there's still personal responsibility.
exactly. It can be tough to accept,
It is.
but it's also really empowering.
How so?
It means no matter what's going on,
Okay.
you can change your experience by changing your vibration.
Oh, I see.
So even when something bad is happening,
Yeah.
you can focus on thoughts and feelings that will help you deal with it better.
Okay.
Move through it with more grace and ease.
I got it.
So that could really change things.
It could.
Yeah, it's like taking back your power,
Right.
even when everything's crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, there's one more quote.
Okay, hit me.
It's, "You are always moving toward that which you desire."
Oh, I like that one a lot.
Me too.
Why?
Because it means even when you feel lost
Yeah.
or stuck,
Yeah.
the universe is still guiding you toward your dreams.
Oh, okay. I like
Yeah,
that.
and it really emphasizes trust,
Okay.
allowing the more you can relax and trust that the universe has your back,
Right.
the easier it will be to align with your desires
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
and allow them to come into your experience.
So it's that let go and let God thing.
Exactly.
Huh.
But instead of God, it's the universe.
Right, this infinite force that's working for you.
Exactly. And ask, and it is given, shows us how to tap into that
Okay.
and become a conscious participant in creating our reality.
And that brings us to our final thought.
Yes, for this deep dive.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so we've been talking about the universe and how it's constantly expanding.
Right. Yeah.
But what about our desires? Like, do they have to stay the same size?
That's a good question.
What if our ability to dream
Yeah.
and desire,
Right.
what if that's expanding too, along with the universe?
I mean, if everything is about expansion,
Right.
what happens when we apply that to our lives?
It's like we're not just given this little box of desires,
Right.
and that's all we get to choose from.
Right. What if there are way more boxes
Yes.
and we haven't even seen them yet?
Filled with possibilities we can't even imagine.
And what if those boxes keep getting refilled
Wow.
with new desires that we couldn't have even thought of before?
It's like the universe is saying, dream bigger.
There's always more.
Keep going.
Yeah.
So as we evolve,
Yeah.
our desires evolve too,
Right. So there are no limits to what we can want.
and what we can achieve.
Exactly. And that goes back to the core message of ask and it is given.
Okay.
You are so powerful. You can shape your reality through your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs.
Wow, that gives me chills. It makes me want to think about what I really desire,
Yeah.
not just what I think is possible, but
Right. But what would really light you up?
Yeah.
What would make your soul sing?
I love that. I think that's a perfect note to end on,
Yeah.
leaving our listeners with that sense of possibility
I agree.
and that invitation to really explore what they truly desire.
Yeah. I like that because ask and it is given really reminds us that
Yeah.
the universe is generous. It's abundant.
Yeah.
And we can receive all of its gifts.
So keep exploring the teachings of Abraham.
Yeah. See what resonates with you.
There's so much wisdom in this book. Dive in and see what you can find.
I hope this deep dive has made you think about your own power
Yes.
to create your own reality.
Thanks for joining us. Remember, you are powerful.
Yes, you are.
You have unlimited potential, so go create a life that lights you up.
Bye, everyone.
Until next time, keep asking, keep believing, and keep allowing all the good stuff to flow into your life.